Hey, what's up, ladies? It's the relationship guru, Sydd Ferrell. Now, I'm back again with another video just to give you ladies. Now, before I get into this video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and you hit that bell notification so that you're notified every single time I post. And if you are a woman that needs relationship advice, or you want to learn more about how to think like a man, or why men do the things they do, act the way they act, and think the way they think, then I encourage you to book a one-on-one session with me. Link is in the description below, and I can help you out personally, one-on-one, with any questions, concerns, or anything you have regarding your dating life or relationship currently in general. And also, brand new on my website, if you want me to coach you every step of the way, step by step, throughout your dating or relationship process and journey, and you want me to become your personal dating coach long term, then I have a special program just for you. Link is in the description below also, and I can help you out personally again, one-on-one, with any questions, concerns, or anything you have regarding your dating life or relationship currently in general. And also, go pick up my brand new Girls Night card game. It's officially out. So if you're having a game night with your homegirls and you need something to do, then make sure you go pick up my Girls Night card game. It got a lot of fun questions and scenarios about love and relationships and everything all in between. So make sure you go pick that up. Link is in the description below, okay? And then on this hand, we got my brand new ebook. It's called Oh He's Toxic Period. And if you never want to be played, used, or manipulated by a man ever again in your whole life, then make sure you go pick up that ebook right there because it's fire, okay? And again, link is in the description below for that also, okay? And also, if you are a woman and you love quotes, dating quotes, relationship quotes, and things like that, then I have something special just for you. I came up with my top 100, yes, 100 dating love quotes for women, right? So if you want to go get that, it's on my website. And again, as usual, the link is in the description below also, okay? So all that's out the way, and we gonna jump right into this video. And this video is titled, These are 5 reasons why men do not respect you. Right, ladies? So you may be a woman that you feel like men just don't respect you. You feel like men don't take you seriously. You feel like men disrespect you, walk all over you, mistreat you. You feel like men do not invest into you. Men don't chase you. Men don't spend money on you like they should. Men just don't treat you right, or men don't want to commit to you. They don't want to make you their girlfriend. They don't want to make you their fiance, and definitely not their wife. Like, you're just really confused as to why men are treating you the way that they are, and why men just don't take you serious, right? Like, why all these men playing games with you? Why all these men be cheating on you or lying to you or, disrespecting you, talking to other women? Why do men, not want to be with you? Like, they be playing games. They want to string you along and go with the flow, and they not ready for a relationship with you and stuff like that. Like, why aren't these men actually being real with you? Like, why are these men being so fake towards you, right? And a lot of times, again, they're disrespecting you. Not only do they not respect you, but they disrespect you and treat you like trash, like garbage, like dirt. And you're wondering, what did I do to deserve this? Like, why is it that, a lot of men that you end up dating, they don't want nothing serious. They just, doing what they want to do, or they just never, focus on you and only you, or they just be talking. They talk like they want to be with you, but they never actually make things official, right? So you just want bare minimum respect. You want a man that, cherishes you, honors you, loves you, And he shows you with his actions and not just with his words. You know, you desire a man that actually wants to be with you and put a ring on your finger. But a lot of times it's not working out in your favor. So sometimes, with all that being said, sometimes it's, you know, you that might be the problem, or, you know, something about you that's turning men off or making men feel like they can treat you any type of way. Or sometimes it's the man's fault in general as to why he just don't respect you. You know, maybe it's something about him that he just, you know, feels some type of way about you, or just women in general, right? So in this video, we're going to talk all about it, and pretty much we're gonna jump right into it. And per usual, I'm gonna give you my top 5. Yes, 5 reasons why men do not respect you and they don't take you serious, and why they disrespect you. They feel like it's okay to not, you know, really be with you, okay, and treat you right. All right. So we jump right to it. We go number 1. So number 1, the first reason why men do not respect you, number 1 is you are too nice and you never stand up for yourself. So a lot of you ladies are pushovers. A lot of y'all are weak. A lot of y'all are desperate for a man. You're too passive. You let everything slide. You never check a man. You never tell a man your boundaries and how you feel and how he makes you feel. You never open your mouth and verbalize how you want to be treated. You know, and even when he do kind of slip up or do something that might offend you or rub you the wrong way, you never address it. You never actually sit him down and tell him straight up, hey, I don't like that. I'm not cool with that. And next time you do that, I'm not gonna talk to you no more. Like, it's gonna be over with if you continue to disrespect me like that, right? So a lot of y'all ladies, you never stand up for yourself. You're too scared to stand up for yourself. And the reason why is because maybe you're afraid of being alone. Maybe you're afraid of, you know, this man, he don't want to talk to you no more, and you can't find nobody else better than him. You know, so it's so many reasons why you're just afraid to stand up for yourself. And, you know, you don't want to run him off. You don't want to make him upset. You so focused on him and his feelings, and he ain't focused on your feelings, and you not focused on your own feelings, you know? So you got to start caring about yourself. If you let a man mistreat you and you just quiet and don't say nothing, well, of course he gonna keep mistreating you. He might not even know that he crossing the boundary because you never even said nothing about, you know, how you desire to be treated, or what you're okay with and what you're not okay with. You know, you got to be firm. You got to be assertive with men. You got to tell a man exactly what your standards are. But if you don't have no standards and your standards are down here, or you just okay, you just go with the flow and just let him do whatever, and you let him talk to you crazy, you let him cuss you out, call you out your name, you let him disrespect you, you let him do whatever, then of course he's gonna keep doing it because you never ever just opened your mouth and told this man how you feel. Don't call me that. I don't like to be called that. I don't like when you do this. I don't like when you treat me that way. I'm not cool with it. Next time you do that, I'm gonna cut you off and leave you alone. You know? And also, along with that, along with you allowing a man to mistreat you, not only are you allowing it, but you're also rewarding him for his misbehavior. So while he treating you like trash, you treat him like a king, right? While he over here lying and cheating and stealing from you and not and disrespecting you, on your end, you treat him good. You over here cooking for this man, breakfast, lunch, dinner, cleaning up after him, giving him sex, giving him, you know, emotional support, your time, your energy. You letting him ride around in your car. You letting him stay all up in your house. You giving him money. You paying for stuff. You give him and do whatever he requests or whatever he wants you to do, or you just volunteer to go out your way to try to make him happy and impress him. and he get the idea that you're chasing him. He get the idea that you're beneath him, that you're trying to prove your value to him, and he don't have to treat you right because he's the prize, and he don't have to invest into you like you invest into him. And a lot of times, you as a woman, you're more invested into this man than what he's invested into you. You have done so much. You're just too nice. You're just too nice. You just give all your benefits, but you don't get nothing back. This man don't never pay for nothing. He don't never, treat you right. He don't never commit to you. He always busy. He inconsistent. He don't want to spend no money on you. Like, what's the point of being with a man that's not gonna act like a man? You know? And a lot of times you are the one that is acting like you the man because you provided all the benefits to him, trying to impress him, trying to chase him because you feel like, he's a catch, or he's handsome, or he's tall, or he got a little bit of money, or whatever, that you don't want to lose him. And you're so afraid to make him unhappy or to upset him, even though he upsets you and makes you unhappy all the time. So you got to give a man the same energy he give you. You got to treat a man the same way he treat you. You can't allow a man to mistreat you and get away with it, and you just sit there and be quiet. You can't allow a man to do whatever. I don't care how big or small it could be, the smallest little thing. Maybe he said a little joke that you didn't find funny, or maybe, he did something that offended you and you didn't like it. Maybe he said or did something that you just wasn't feeling, you didn't feel good about it, but you did not ever tell him and bring it to his attention that that's how you feel. He might not even know that he did something wrong, or maybe he do consciously know that he did something wrong, but he know you ain't gonna do nothing about it, and he know that at the end of the day, he's still gonna get your booty. Yeah, I know I disrespect you, but I know at the end of the day, you still gonna have sex with me. You still gonna get in the kitchen and cook for me. You still gonna clean up my dirty drawers and do my laundry. So I don't have to invest into you because you think I'm the prize, and you're a pushover, and you're weak, and you're desperate for me, and you're needy, and you're pathetic for me. You on your knees begging for me to stay in your life because you don't feel like you can do better, or you don't even have no identity outside of me. So you're willing to take whatever I do to you. And that's not cool. You should never accept disrespect from a man or anybody. You shouldn't accept disrespect from your mama, from your friends, from your family, and definitely not from no man. Everybody around you should respect you. And if they don't respect you, they gotta go. So you gotta learn how to stop being so nice. Why you being nice to a man that's mean to you? Why you going out your way for a man that wouldn't lift a finger for you? Why you doing so much for him to make his life better, but he could care less about making your life better? And actually, in all actuality, he's making your life worse. He's making your life terrible. He don't care about the way he treat you. All he care about is himself and how he feel. And that's not right. So you gotta learn how to stop being so nice. Stop rewarding him. Stop giving him sex. Stop cooking. Stop cleaning. Take all your benefits away. He don't deserve that. He don't deserve good treatment when he's a bad man. A bad man gets bad treatment. You gotta treat him the same way. Kick him to the curb. Don't even trip over him, or distance yourself. Or pull back your benefits. Don't even entertain him. Right? Stop being so nice. Stop feeling like you need a man and you gotta have him in your life, and you're so afraid to stand up for yourself, and you're so afraid to tell him how you feel and stuff like that, because you maybe you feel like he don't care about how you feel. Maybe you feel like, if I tell this man that I don't like something, he not gonna care. If he don't care, then you need to leave him alone. If he don't care, then you need to stop treating him so good and stop trying to prove yourself to him, expecting him to treat you the same way back, because you're never going to get that reciprocation of him treating you the same way that you treat him, right? So make sure that you stop being a nice girl, stop being a pick-me woman, stop being desperate and thirsty for a man. Stand up for yourself. Let that man know that he got you messed up and that there will be consequences behind his actions if he continues to mess up with you and treat you that way. Okay? So you gotta stop being so nice and start being assertive. You gotta start learning how to set boundaries, love yourself, and stand up for yourself. You gotta start caring about more about you and your feelings than you do about that man and his feelings, right? So that's number one. So number two, the second reason why a man will not respect you and why men don't take you serious, number two is you give your body away too easily. So a lot of men, they instantly lose respect for you when you have sex with them on the first night, or maybe the first time y'all actually meet up, or the first time y'all link up and hang out, and he have sex with you that same day. He like, oh, that was easy. How can I respect the woman? And it wasn't no chase, it wasn't no challenge, it wasn't no hunt, it wasn't no thrill. Men are hunters, but that was some real easy prey for me to get, right? I didn't have to try hard to get the booty. She gave me the booty the first night, so that's all I wanted. I don't care about getting to know her. I don't have to get to know her. I don't have to invest into her. I don't got to take her out on dates. I already got the booty. I don't have to really take her serious. And then in his mind, he wondering, okay, if she had sex with me on the first night or the first week or the first month that we started talking, if it was so easy for me to get the booty, how many other men has she had sex with on the first night and gave the booty to, or gave the booty to the first week, or a few phone conversations, few text messages, and and he got the booty, right? So he felt like you easy. He felt like you were H to the O to the E. He felt like, you're just a woman that is a streetwalker, right? A woman that gets around, a woman that don't have no shame in her game. She gonna do whatever with her body and stuff like that, like just too liberated, right? And you got to understand that a lot of men, when they don't have to invest into you to get the booty, they don't respect you and they don't value you because they got it too easily. So you got to stop giving your booty away so soon. You want to let a man get to know you on the inside before he gets to know the outside. You want a man to get to know you and invest into you and pay for stuff, take you out on a date, on a few dates at least, get to know him, let him get to know you, see if you two are compatible, let him see your personality, let him fall in love with you on the inside before he fall in love with your body. Because if a man fall in love with your body first, a lot of times he don't care about the inside. He don't care about getting to know your personality if I got the booty, right? If I got the booty up front, we can skip all the dates. We can skip all the phone calls and all the text messages, and we can skip me being consistent, taking you out. I ain't got to set no reservations and take you out and spend no money on you. For what? Why would I spend money on a woman that gave me the booty up front already? I didn't have to work for it. People only care about things they actually had to work for. If you did not have to work hard for it, then you don't appreciate it. If somebody hands you some money, some a free $100 bill, you might go spend it like, hey, it's a free $100. I can go buy me something, buy me some shoes, buy me some clothes, buy me this, buy me that. I can go buy me some, whatever. And you might not appreciate that $100. But let's just say that you had to work all day in the heat for that same $100. Let's say you had to mow a lawn or you had to, do something outside for that $100. You had to rake some leaves or something, some yard work or something, and you sweating in the hot summer heat just to get that $100. you're going to be very mindful about spending that money because you actually had to work hard for it. You're going to cherish that money more because you knew that I invested, I had to work hard to get this money. Versus if somebody just gave you the money, it's free money, so you don't really value it as much as you did if you had to work hard for it. You get what I'm saying? If somebody gives you something or hands you something and it's just a gift for free, you know, how many times has somebody given you a gift and it sat in your closet? How many times has somebody bought you something and went out their way for you and you don't even touch the gift? You don't never wear it. Maybe somebody bought you, some something to wear and you don't even wear it because you don't really care about it because you're like, thank you, but whatever. But let's just say with your hard-earned money, you paid for it and you bought yourself something. Now you care about it and you cherish it because you actually had to spend your own money to get it, right? So people only care about things that they're invested into. A man can only care about a woman that he's invested already into. Let me get to know your mind before I get to know your body. Let me see, how you interact with me. Let me see your bubbly personality. Let me see how fun you are. Let me see how spontaneous you are. Let me see how compatible and our chemistry and our connection. He might get to know you and say, wow, this woman cool. Like, I'm actually enjoying our conversation. He talking to you on the phone. He texting you. He taking you out on dates, date after date after date, and now it's a thrill. Now he's like, okay, I'm building up a rapport with her. I'm getting closer and closer to that booty. I ain't got the booty yet. But in the meantime, it's kind of fun getting to know this woman. She kind of cool. I like her. She cool. I like hanging out with her. So then by the time he get the booty later on, weeks and months later, then he's like, oh, I got the booty and man, she's so cool. It's a win-win situation. She's a great person and I like the booty. You know what I'm saying? So now he appreciate you and the booty more, and now he's more likely to stay when he, had to invest into you. But let's just say he got the booty on the first night. Why would I care about getting to know you and your personality? And I don't care about, how many brothers and sisters you got. I don't care about, what your childhood was like. I don't care about your favorite color. I don't care about none of that stuff because why? Why am I wasting time to get to know you when I don't really care? I got the booty already. So I can care less about, who you are as a person and your background, where you came up. I got the booty. We can skip all that. I don't have to spend no money on you. How you expect me to take you out on a date? You gave me the booty up front the first night. The first time we met up, I said, come over my house or let me go over your house. And we had sex and I spend the night at your house or you spend the night at my house and we had sex. And then now you expect me to take you out. It don't work like that. I'm not going to take you out. I don't want to take you out. What am I taking you out for? Why am I spending money for it? And I already got the booty. Nah, you already let me come over or you came over my house so we can continue this, so now you're setting the standard on how he view you. So now all he gonna view you is as a booty call. That's all he care about. That's all he look at you as is, oh, this woman is a booty call. I can just call her up whenever I want some booty, whatever. He don't take you serious because he said any woman that actually value herself, that know her worth, that love herself, she wouldn't just be handing her body out like that. She not just giving her sex out like that. She not just so easily to be manipulated into just dropping the draws just because she find me attractive or she like me a little bit. So she willing to give me some booty to, make me happy, or just because she can't handle her attraction towards me because she liked me so much. That's the ultimate form of validation. That's basically like, off the rip, you like him so much, you just want to have sex with him because you think he's just so fine or whatever, or you feel like he got a little bit of money, so you feel like, hey, if I give him some booty, then that's gonna make him spend money on me. But a lot of times that same man, he won't, even if he got money, he don't want to spend the money because it was too easy to get the booty, right? And then again, he's always gonna think of you like, hey, who else got the booty? I don't know who else got the booty from her. Anybody else? Who else could just walk up to her and get her number and have sex with her on the first night? I know this ain't her first time having sex with a man on the first night. You know, she probably did it before. She probably continued to do it after me. So I can't even take this woman serious because she didn't even take herself serious. And she was able to just, invest into me so early. And all I'm going to do is just take the benefits of the booty and I'm gone. So you wonder why when you have sex with a man on the first night, he don't call you back afterwards. He ghosts you. You don't hear nothing from him. A lot of you ladies have had that happen before. When you had sex with a man for the first time y'all had sex, and then you never heard from him again. You wonder why? Because he got the booty so easily. I don't have nothing else to work hard for. I have nothing else to look forward to. I already got the ultimate prize. I reached my goal. I'm on to the next booty, to the next prey. I'm gonna take the next girl serious that made me wait to get the booty. I'm gonna take the next girl serious that I had to talk to her on the phone. I had to text her. I had to spend money on her. I had to consistently show up and, connect with her in order for her to even think about giving me some booty, right? So he after the chase and the hunt and the thrill of another woman that actually made him work for the booty. So you got to make a man work for your sex. Don't be giving your sex away. Stop opening your legs for every man that you just find attractive. Stop opening your legs for every man that got some money. Stop opening your legs for every man that you think is tall and handsome with a beard and tattoos and gold chains and all types of jewelry and stuff, like and designer clothes and stuff. Like, you got to stop being so easily impressed by your attraction to men that you diminish your value as a woman, right? So that's number 2. So number 3, the third reason why men do not take you seriously and they don't respect you and they don't want to be with you and they never treat you right. Number 3 is the way you dress, the way you act, and the way you carry yourself. So a lot of times the way you dress and the way you act, you gotta be very careful, because, hey, you have to dress the way you want to be addressed, right? I'm gonna say that one more time. Dress how you want to be addressed. A lot of y'all women, you gotta be careful about, ain't nothing wrong with showing a little skin, ain't nothing wrong showing a little leg, maybe a little bit of cleavage, stuff like that, if, in moderation, right? But some of y'all, I'm gonna be honest, and it's coming from a man. Some women, they desperate for attention. Some women, they got such low self-esteem that they just need validation. Like, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at my body. Like, ma'am, your booty cheeks are hanging out. You in Target and Walmart and your booty cheeks hanging out. A lot of women be wearing lingerie out in public, talking about it's fashion. Ma'am, that's lingerie. That's for the bedroom, and you got on, some revealing clothes and some covers for your, your tatas and stuff, and, your booty cheeks hanging out and stuff like that. Like, that's not classy. So what you think when a man look at you and your booty cheeks hanging out, what you think that he thinking? She's showing it. If she's showing it, she probably throwing it. If she's showing me that booty, she probably throwing that booty. If she's showing me, she advertising, look at how she dressed. It's some women that dress like they on the street corner somewhere. Some women go to the club, their club attire, or not even just at the club. Some women just out in public, pumping their gas at the gas station or they at the grocery store and you can see everything, like you can see all revealing parts of them, and it's just not ladylike, it's not classy, or this, or like the lingerie, or sometimes some of the body suits and stuff. Like some stuff is acceptable, but some stuff, you know, that borderline when it's just like, girl, you doing too much. Like, and some of y'all ladies know, oh yeah, some of that stuff is doing too much, you know. And maybe sometimes the cleavage is too, you know, it's too much out, you know, like you see the whole area, you know what I'm saying, everything, you know. So you just want a man to really take you serious. Be careful about the way you dress and the way that you present yourself, because whether you like it or not, you know, you can wear what you want. You know, I'm not gonna tell you how to dress. You can wear what you want. I don't care. But I will say that there are men that do care. There are men that when they see you, they like, man, she look like a streetwalker. She look like an H to the O to the E. She looked like an easy woman. I'ma just have fun with her, one night stand, and I'm done with her. I can't take her serious, because look how she don't even take herself serious. Her booty cheeks hanging out at Target. Her booty cheeks hanging out at the mall. She at the mall shopping, and ma'am, I see your booty cheeks hanging out. So he like, man, like, you so desperate. You could tell when a woman desperate for attention. You could tell when a woman just doing too much. You could tell when a woman got low self-esteem and she want to show off everything she got to the world. And I mean, unless you're an adult film star, you know what I'm talking about? Unless you make adult films, or unless you're on a street corner, or unless you're a stripper or a dancer or something like that, it's certain things that you should not be wearing as a woman, you know. Now, if you in that industry, that's different, you know, make your money. But a lot of y'all women not even making no money off your body. A lot of women, you know, not even making no money off of you showing your body. You ain't even making no money showing your body. So you showing your body for free, you know. At least get paid to show your body. Some women not even. I'll respect a stripper that do what she do for money than a woman that's not a stripper with a regular job, whatever, and she dressed the same way. She ain't even making no money. Like, what you doing? You for attention? You know, it's one thing to make your money, but it's another thing where you're just selling yourself out for attention. You know. So just be very mindful of the way you dress and the way you act. And even on social media, you know, some of your pictures on social media, same thing, too revealing. It's okay to be sexy. I'm all for women being sexy. I'm all for women being, you know, a little bit mysterious and, you know, stuff like that. But it's a thin line between sexy and trashy. It's a thin line between classy and trashy. You know, it's a thin line between just a woman that, you know, she look good, and yeah, she look like, you know, she might show a little skin, but it ain't too much. You know, it's just enough to make the man's mind wander. If your booty cheeks is hanging out your skirt, or if you got some little shorts on and your booty cheeks hanging out, I can't really take you serious. I can't really look at you like, you know, why would I want to marry you and make you my wife? You everybody wife, you know? Or you on social media, every picture you got is you showing your booty. You on social media, every picture you got, you showing your cleavage out. Every you know, picture or video or reel or TikTok you make, you got to show off your body. So again, if you are a woman and you're not in the adult film industry, you know, then you probably need to be more mindful about the way you carry yourself, because whether you like it or not, I don't care how you feel, men are going to judge you based on how you act and how you present yourself. They gonna think you easy. They gonna think you desperate for attention. They gonna think you just a fun party girl. You're just a fun time. Why would I take you serious? You walked out the house looking like that. You walked out the house with no clothes on, and you want somebody to put a ring on your finger. So I know if I get with you, you probably more than likely gonna keep dressing the way you been dressing. So if I get with you, I gotta worry about my woman going out and her booty cheeks out and to the whole world. I got to worry about this woman, trying too hard. Like, it's okay if you're a woman and you got a nice body. Keep in mind, if you got a nice body, you ain't got to show a whole lot of skin. People gonna see it. People gonna see your big booty. People gonna see how big your chest is. People gonna see how small your waist is. Maybe a nice dress, or some nice clothes and stuff. People still gonna see it. If your body nice, you ain't gotta show it off. It's just like a man with money. If a man got money, he ain't gotta show all his money. Got the money up to his ear, talking to the money, flashing the money. He ain't gotta, do none of that. Because guess what? How do you feel if you see a man flashing a whole bunch of money and got a real nice car and stuff, and he just got all this money, talking to the money, all big stacks of money? How do you feel about that man? He desperate for attention, or if he's showing the money, he probably throwing the money, right? So you probably looking like, hey, he a trick. Oh, he got money. He'll probably spend it on me. He probably a trick. So then you start just only valuing that man for the money that he's showing and not for the man who he is, because he's advertising his money. So you like, well, let me get some, right? That's the same way how a man gonna look at you when you got your booty out. He like, oh, well, she advertising the booty. I could probably get some out of her. So he won't take you serious because he think you a H to the O to the E. So be mindful of what you wear. Be mindful of how you carry yourself. Be mindful of just the way that the pictures and the videos and the TikToks and stuff. Be careful about what you post, because you never know who looking. It might have been a man that really found you attractive, but he say, man, she kind of ratchet. Like, she kind of trashy. Like she look like she get around. Like, I know she desperate for attention. Look at all these men in her comments. She got her booty out. All these thirsty men in the comments. She got her booty out. All these thirsty men in her likes. So why would I want a woman that's always on display and she's desperate for attention because her self-esteem so low that she need external validation to complete her or make her feel like she's worth something, where she should already be worth something, even if she fully clothed and she got clothes on all the way from head to toe, she should still feel like she's that girl, So yes, it's okay to show a little leg. I'm not saying you got to dress like a nun. I ain't saying you got to dress like you going to church every day. I'm not saying you got to dress like, you're Muslim, or, you're some type of religion, that's covered head to toe. You ain't got to necessarily be that. But what I am saying is just be mindful of showing too much. If you got a question, oh, this is a little too hot, then you probably need to not wear it, And a lot of women, again, wearing lingerie out in public, talking about it's fashion. That's not fashion, that's lingerie. Save that for your man at home. Stop going out in public with lace top on, bodysuit on, and it's lingerie. You know what I'm saying? Or you got a short skirt on and your booty cheeks hanging out. Like, be mindful, okay? So that's number 3. So number 4, the 4 reason why men don't take you serious and don't want to commit to you, and they don't want to be with you, and they don't respect you. Ultimately, number 4 is you are too forgiving and you never walk away. So a lot of times, a lot of y'all women, again, you're too weak and you're too soft and you're too desperate to have a man. And no matter how that man treating you, that man could be lying to you, cheating on you, dogging you out, playing games, cussing you out. He could be putting hands on you, and you sit there and you forgive him and take him back all the time. Maybe you go no contact for a little bit. Maybe you separate yourself for a little bit, but as soon as that phone ring and that man call you, you answer the phone. He say, baby, I'm sorry. Come take me back. You say, okay, I'll take you back. Or if this man blow up your phone, maybe you don't answer the first few times, but he keep blowing up your phone, you finally answer. Okay, I'll take you back. And you take him back, so now you're conditioning him to not take you serious because you didn't take yourself serious because you keep accepting his misbehavior and you don't never stand up for yourself and you never left him alone. So if I cheat on you one time and you take me back, I'm gonna think it's okay to keep cheating on you because you took me back the first time. So what's gonna stop me from doing it again, and what's gonna stop you from taking me back again, right? If I put hands on you the first time and maybe we separated or whatever, but I said, take me back, I'm sorry, I'm gonna think it's okay. I'm gonna take you as a joke because you take yourself as a joke because you're not serious about yourself. If a woman know her worth and she's serious about herself, she gonna cut a man off the very, very, very first time that he crossed that boundary or crossed the line. Some stuff you ain't even gotta tell a man or open your mouth and verbalize your opinion. Sometimes you don't have to stand up for yourself. Sometimes the form of standing up for yourself is not verbal, it's actually with your actions, physical, meaning you walk away, you leave. Sometimes ain't no talking, ain't no going back and forth with a man trying to tell him and express how he got you messed up or how you feel. Sometimes with certain things, when a man crossed that line and he really disrespect you and he really offends you, like he cheat on you or he cuss you out or he put hands on you, if he do stuff like that, then you just gotta cut him off, leave him alone forever, and find you a new man. Don't even entertain him going back and forth with him, trying to get him to change. You want him to change because you see his potential and you just want him to be a better man and treat you right. If he didn't treat you right the first time, what make you think he ever gonna treat you right? If he actually valued you, he wouldn't have messed up in the first place. If he actually took you serious from the start, then he would never messed up. But he already didn't take you serious before. That's why he acted the way he acted the first time, because he didn't take you serious. And then when you take him back, he really don't take you serious because he say, this woman a pushover. This woman too easy. This woman don't even love herself. This woman so much afraid of losing me that she's more afraid of losing me than she is afraid of losing herself. Right? So just beware of men that disrespect you, because you need to learn how to walk away, cut a man off, stop talking, and stop trying to let him plead his case and hear him out. Stop trying to hear him out. It ain't nothing he can say to you that's gonna make it better. It ain't no justification process on how he can talk his way out of it. It ain't no excuse he can make that's going to, erase what he did to you, what he did, or he said what he said, and that's the way he feel about you. A man treat you the way he feel about you. If a man value you and care about you and love you and honor you, he won't even put himself in a position to ever lose you, because he too afraid to lose you. He don't want to lose you. He know not to lose you. He know you a good woman. He know you a catch. He know I gotta be on my best behavior with this woman because I don't want to mess things up with her. But if a man, if he just mess up with you, he never took you serious from the jump. He never cared about you from the start. So you need to learn how to pick your feet up and walk away. You learned how to walk at a very young age. I'm gonna need you to use your legs that God gave you and walk out that man's life. Walk out the door. Kick him to the curb and find you a new man. You so afraid of starting over. Guess what? You could be with a man for 5 years and he could treat you like trash. And then you could meet a man that you met in 5 months or 5 weeks, and he treats you 10 times better than that man ever did, right? You can meet a man tomorrow that will treat you better than that man you've been with for the last 10 years, So you got to know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. You got to know that it's the pot of gold on the other side of the rainbow. You got to know that it's better men out there, and you do not have to settle. Stop settling. Stop allowing men to mistreat you. Walk away. Cut them off. You got to press that block button. You got to be really strict about the way a man treat you. You got to start blocking every single man. The first time he do something, block you, block. Cut him off. Don't talk to him no more. You got to switch these men out. That's why you should be dating multiple men at a time anyways. If you date multiple men at a time, you ain't worried about one man messing up, acting up. Okay, bye. I'm talking to 2, 3 other men anyways that's taking me out, and I'm trying to see what's going on with them anyways. So if you want to mess up, I don't care, bye. So that's how you gotta be. You gotta stop being so forgiving. You gotta stop being so desperate. You gotta stop not caring about yourself and start loving yourself enough to leave. You got to get into your mind that I would rather be alone by myself than to be with a toxic man that don't care nothing about me. You got to learn how to walk away, ignore him, block him, and move on with your life. No contact forever, not just temporarily, no contact, not just, back and forth. I'm sorry, I miss you. Okay, I'll take you back. And then he mess up again, then you take him back, then he mess up again. Stop that repetitive toxic cycle and just cut it off so it do not continue and you don't continue to get your feelings hurt. The reason why your feelings hurt because it's your fault that you ain't went nowhere. Now the first time the man treats you wrong, yeah, that's on him. He should never treated you wrong. But after that, if you continue to take him back, that's your fault. You can't blame a snake for being a snake. A lot of y'all women, you be trying to blame a man. Why he treating me this way? Why he do this? Why he don't care about me? Why he lie and cheat on me, and why he put hands on me, why he cuss me out? Because he know he can get away with it, and he know that you ain't went nowhere. You're not going to go nowhere. You too afraid to walk away. So he know he could get away with anything, and you're not going to do nothing about it, and there's no consequences behind his actions. Men only care about consequences. Men only take you seriously when they actually have, something that they're afraid of losing. You gotta make a man afraid of losing you. If a man not afraid of losing you, then he'll never respect you. A man has to be fearful that at any given moment, if he even sneezed the wrong way, coughed the wrong way, you'll cut him off in a heartbeat. He need to be walking on eggshells to know I need to be on my P's and Q's and treat this woman right. Otherwise, she gonna kick me to the curb left, right? So that's number 4. So number 5, the fifth and last and final reason why men do not respect you and don't take you seriously. Number 5 is some men do not respect women at all, period, altogether. Not just you. It ain't necessarily something personal with you. Some men that you meet, they feel like men are up here and women are down here. They feel like women are second-class citizens. They feel like men are better than women. They feel like the patriarchy, they feel like men are at the top, women at the bottom. They feel like men can't do no wrong, men are perfect, and women are just slaves in the kitchen. They feel like all a woman good for is laying on her back, giving birth, and cooking in the kitchen. That's all a woman good for, cooking, cleaning, and giving a man sex, and that's all you good for. And they feel like the man is the prize, and I'm the man, I got the money. And, a lot of men are narcissistic. A lot of men are misogynistic. A lot of men feel like, hey, women are not even qualified. Women should not have no rights. They feel like women shouldn't vote. They feel like women shouldn't have their own money. They feel like women should not, be able to have their own life outside of a man. They want women to be dependent on a man. They feel like women should not be in society equal to a man. They feel like women are not equal. They feel like women are way beneath a man, and the reason why he might feel that way is maybe social media, maybe bad experiences with women. Like maybe he got his heart broken by a woman before. Maybe a woman hurt his feelings in the past or cheated on him or whatever. So now he taking his anger out on all women now, or maybe it's a man that he was lame his whole life. He didn't have no game. He couldn't get no booty from no women. No women found him attractive. No women wanted to sleep with him. No women wanted to, have sex with him or take him serious. So now he say, well, since I can't get no booty from y'all, and since he basically mad and angry that women didn't pay him no attention. So he said, since y'all not gonna pay me no attention, I'm not gonna pay y'all no attention. Since y'all gonna treat me this way, I'm gonna treat y'all bad. Since y'all feel like I'm invisible because I'm not attractive or handsome or tall and I ain't got a lot of money, since I'm so invisible to women, I'm gonna make women invisible to me. So now you see a lot of bitter, angry men. Maybe they be starting podcasts and stuff. They so angry at women, they gonna start a podcast and all they do is talk about how horrible women are and how great men are and stuff like that. So when you really think about it, it's like it's a lot of men that hate women. Like they like women for their body, they like women for cooking and cleaning, but they hate the actual individual woman, right? And they only care about men. And if you think about it, you like, okay, brother, do you want a man or do you want a woman? Because it's sounding like you want a man. It's sounding like if you hate women, you must love men. Why don't you go be with a man? You know what I'm saying? Go be with a man. If you hate women, go be with a man. What you over here, dealing with women for, and all you reduce women to is your own personal servant. A woman is not your slave. A woman is not your servant, right? But a lot of men, they think that way. They think that women are beneath them. So it's not just you. They just don't respect women overall altogether, and he just feel like women aren't worth anything. So by the time he come to you, maybe this man, he never trusted a woman, and then sometimes maybe he was the side dude, right? Maybe he was messing with a married woman. Maybe once in his life he messed with a married woman, or he messed with a woman that had a boyfriend and she was cheating on her boyfriend with him. So he said, this how women act? I can't take women serious. I can't trust women. Women gonna cheat on me and they gonna talk to other men, or they gonna, get pregnant by another man, or they gonna do this and do that. I can't trust women, So he start feeling like, well, I can't take women serious because, maybe he met one or two women in his life that was not a good example. And he classified all women in that group, right? So it's a lot of bitter, angry men that hate women out there. So just be careful and be mindful of men that think that they're the prize, men that think they're prettier than you, men that think that they're better than you, men that think that you're lucky to even be in their presence, men that feel like they should be worshipped like a king and you should be their little personal servant. No, that's not how that go. You need a man that views you as equal, or even better, you want a man that views you as up here, the prize, because you the prize. The woman is always the prize, right? So anyways, ladies, I hope you enjoyed this video. Those are my top 5 reasons why men do not respect you and don't take you seriously. And again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Hit that bell notification for me. And I'm out of here. So, to the next video.